foul. That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man. Beantown.
Ladies and gentlemen, evacuating for Boston.
What is going on YouTube? It's boy Jess made it here on YouTube and from Beatdown Taste. We're back again with another reaction video. Garrett Crochet extension press conference. Garrett Crochet has been extended and will be with the Boston Red Sox for the foreseeable future. Crochet agreed to a 6-year deal worth $170 million. It was the largest guarantee for a pitcher in the 4+ years of service. He's only been in the league for, I think, 4 years or whatever. So, like, he hasn't been in the league for long. So, this is the largest contract, guaranteed money in that span of service time in the MLB. Red Sox kind of had to do this, right? I mean, they gave up Kyle Teal, who was one of the best prospects in the farm system, one of the best catching prospects in all of baseball. And you gave him up to get Garrett Crochet, the ace that you've been craving for and everything else. So you kind of had to extend him, right? Because if you didn't extend him right now, it was only going to get expensive from there on out. And they locked him up for 6 years. He will be here through 2031 with the Boston Red Sox. He will be the Boston ace for the foreseeable future. And now I think the trade went from a good trade to a great trade because you were able to extend Garrett Crochet. I mean, wow, I'm making a video on the Red Sox signing one of their guys. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd be reacting to somebody signing an extension with the Boston Red Sox again. I never thought we would see the type of day. I thought we would never see that kind of day again with the way things have been going as of recently. But here they are, signing Garrett Crochet to a 6-year deal. They also extended Christian Campbell on a long-term deal as well. We'll go into that in another video here. This video here is going to be strictly about Garrett Crochet and his extension with the Boston Red Sox. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed these videos here. Subscribe now if you guys are new. You guys know what to do. Go check our website. The link is in the description down below. And he's already loved Boston. He's already loving the city. And, like, you can tell, like, by the way he's pitching right now as of recently that he's been solid. And he's going to be a very, very good pitcher in this league. Right now, in the 3 games that he's played with the Boston Red Sox, he has a 1.45 ERA, which that's very, very solid. I don't know if he's going to be able to maintain that ERA over the course of the year, but, like, if he can remain, like, around the low 2s, like, I'll be standing ovation for him. You know what I mean? Like, if he stays at the lower 2 level of an ERA, I will give him all the praise in the world. And, like, that would mean he did this 2 years in a row, being a very, very good starting pitcher. So that would be very eye-opening to me. He has a 1.13 whip, which not as good as last year, but is still very solid and is very ace-type numbers for a number 1 starting pitcher in the Major League Baseball. So he's been off to a great start so far, and like I mentioned, you had to extend him because you gave up quite a bit in the deal to get Garrett Crochet. I'm not saying that they gave up, it was an overpay. I'm just saying that they had to give up a lot in order to get him. So he's here for the foreseeable future, and I actually cannot wait to go see him pitch at Fenway. Wow, shocking. I'm saying I'm excited to go see a SOX game. Yeah, I cannot wait to see Garrett Crochet on the mound. He's gonna be something else. He's gonna be lights out, I feel like. Not gonna compare him to Chris Sale because, like, he's said on the record he doesn't like the comparison because he has a long ways to go in order to get to Chris Sale, which I absolutely respect that answer, by the way. But from what we've been seeing so far as of recently, is giving me Chris Sale kind of vibes. It kind of is, though. So we're going to see what he has to say about the Red Sox and the extension. And we're going to see what John Henry and them have to say as well, because I'm assuming they're here to cover, well, I shouldn't say to cover this, but to talk about the extension as well. So without further ado, stop straight in the video.
Garrett Crochet to a 6-year contract extension. Garrett Crochet to a 6-year contract extension spanning the 2026 to 2031 seasons. Garrett is here today to take your questions, along with President and CEO Sam Kennedy and Chief Baseball Officer Craig Russell. Welcome. Before we get to your questions, I'd like to turn it over to Sam Kennedy for opening remarks.
Abby, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Oh, is John Henry not
Good
here?
morning. Happy opening day,
What a
everybody.
shocker.
Great to see everybody back. Last night we had a dinner with the 1975 team, and I think it's important here on opening day to remember that we all stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, and it's going to be a great day today, remembering that.
All right. I apologize in advance because this was on opening day, so I'm definitely late to the party. I haven't done videos in a while, so it's going to take me a little bit to get in the swing of things. I apologize for the lack of uploading as of recently. I will get back on track because obviously, as you know, Celtics playoffs is about to begin very soon, so like I have to get back on the grind again, and I got to get going basically like with the consistency of everything else. I have not been consistent with uploading videos, and I do apologize for that. I will be consistent from here on out, like maybe a video every day, sometimes every other day or every 2 days or whatever. Like I will be more consistent going out, and the content's just going to be coming your way very, very shortly in a numerous amount of content coming your way. So, just want to say that real quick. But I've been hearing a lot of things about the Red Sox honoring the 1975 team, and like, I get it. You want to honor Louis Tiant and everything else like that. Like, I totally agree. Like, Louis Tiant should be honored. He's a legend in this town and everything else like that. He was a phenomenal pitcher here with the Red Sox and everything else. But like, the 75 team? We're really celebrating a losing team? Like, what are we doing here? They lost the World Series. They didn't win it. Why are we celebrating losing? They were the runner-up. Like, why? I don't get it. Like I said, if you want to honor Louis Tiant, by all means, I am all for that. He is a legend in this town and was a phenomenal pitcher. But you're going to sit here and tell me, oh, it was great to celebrate the 1975 team. We're celebrating losers? That's what we're doing now? That's almost like if the Boston Celtics celebrated the 2010 team. Or if the Boston Bruins celebrated the historic year, where they had the most wins and most points in a single season ever in NHL history. It's like celebrating that. Like, what are we doing, Red Sox? Come on, you're better than that. You're so much better than that.
That incredible team, and especially the late, great Louis Tiant,
Like,
who we tragically lost in the last year. So, Garrett, if you want to throw 187 complete games, that'd be perfectly fine with us. And we want to extend our heartfelt condolences to the Tiant family and look forward to celebrating that group today. To Garrett and Rachel, congratulations. We say thank you for this remarkable commitment. I want to thank John Henry, our principal owner, and Tom Werner, our chairman, and Mike Gordon, president of Fenway Sports Group, for providing the resources to make this happen and their commitment to winning. And I want to thank everyone at CAA. Wouldn't be possible without Andrew Nicario and the great Paul Danforth for helping us get this deal over the line. We're very grateful and excited about the future and what this deal represents. So, Brez, over to you.
Sure, thanks, Sam. Good morning, everyone. What an exciting day. Exciting not just because today is a chance to celebrate the home opener here at Fenway Park, but also a chance to acknowledge the commitment that Rachel and Garrett and the Boston Red Sox have made to each other. A commitment that means that Garrett will be wearing a Red Sox uniform for a very long time.
Shocking.
I'm
actually shocked.
Thank Garrett and Rachel for their willingness to engage in this process, their buy-in to the direction and vision of the organization, and ultimately their interest in calling Boston home. So thank you. Want to thank Andrew Nicario, Garrett's agent. From the first conversations we had back in December, there was a level of respect and candor and honesty and professionalism that allowed every interaction to be as productive as possible. And also want to thank John, Tom, Mike, and Sam for the support to be bold and decisive in this endeavor and allowing us to reach this watershed moment for
Shocking.
the organization.
It's shocking.
In this day and age of data-driven decision-making, I think it's really easy to appreciate the 6'6" left-handed starter with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball and a devastating cutter. As dominant as those pitches may be, but I think it's also important to take a step back and realize that an investment like this is a commitment to a person. And over the last several months, we've gotten to know Garrett as a leader, as a worker, as a teammate, and as someone who is singularly focused on being the best possible pitcher for the Boston Red Sox that he can be. And so when you combine all of those things, it's really difficult to imagine being more excited or more confident in this relationship. So I want to welcome Garrett again to Boston, this time hopefully with some more permanent roots, and Rachel as well. Welcome to the family.
Yeah, they didn't do a formal press conference, I don't think, right? When he got traded? I don't think they did. No, because I would have reacted to it.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Brez, for the kind words. I want to start by thanking John Hemry, Tom Warner, and Mike Gordon, and Sam Kennedy, and you as well, Brez. You guys were extremely diligent throughout the process, and with this contract comes a lot of responsibility, and I intend on wearing the Red Sox uniform for the next several years with honor and respect, and just being the best player that I could be. To my agency at CAA, thank you guys for remaining diligent through the entire process, even going back to the draft. This is a very special moment for me and my family, and for us as well. To my coaches back at Tennessee and my high school coaches as well, this has been a really long journey, and I just thank you guys for the impact that you've had on my career. With AC and the rest of the coaching staff and all of my teammates here, this is something that I felt at home with right away. They made an immediate impression on me, and I couldn't be more excited to be donning this uniform for the next several years.
At this time, we can open up for questions.
It was a great
Beyond the financial component, what was it about the Red Sox that made you want to make a long-term commitment?
Yeah, kind of like I just said about the immediate impression that was made on me by the coaching staff and my teammates. You can never imagine stepping into a new clubhouse being an easy thing, but going back to FanFest, I really felt at home right away, and just felt the embrace of Boston in general.
Doesn't mean you just not to have to think about this, and just focus exclusively on pitching the rest of the year, not wondering about your future.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, threw 100 pitches the other day, the second most that I've ever thrown. So to be able to do that right out the gate was really cool, and I look forward to doing that in all of my starts.
What's the responsibilities now for you as kind of a staff leading guy, and how do you view what it means to be a number one starter, be a guy?
Go out there and win some ball games.
Yeah, well, results aside, I feel like it kind of just goes with how I carry myself to the field every day and in the clubhouse. There's a lot of leadership qualities that I feel like I embody that come along
you
with
talk
a
about
contract
leadership?
like
Okay.
that, so the two kind of go hand in hand for sure. But I think that just being myself, it kind of comes naturally to me.
So what about you? What about you makes that natural?
for me, it's kind of always been who I am, someone that leads by example, but also isn't afraid to
Like,
speak
what
up.
kind of question is
You know, I
that?
feel like with my personality, I show up when the games matter.
How nice is it to have the tradition of this city, of this franchise, some of the greatest pitchers, Pedro Martinez, all the way John
No,
Lester,
that's a good question right there.
be part of that, kind of try to follow in that.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
it's incredibly exciting. You know, I'm just going to do the best that I can to be me. But it's incredibly exciting to have, you know, the alumni that the Red Sox have.
Garrett, the last year has been a lot, right? Where you're first just trying to prove that you can be that starter all year long, then trade rumors, now getting a new team, now getting the contract. Has there been a moment in the last few days where you've sort of had a moment to reflect on that past year and put it in perspective where things have brought you?
WTC
Yeah,
with the
definitely.
question.
You know, Rachel and I were talking about it all through the off season. Who knows really what were to happen if we weren't to, you know, somewhat take a stand for ourselves. You know, as a player, there's not a lot of opportunity for you to have control of a situation. But it all led to, you know, being acquired by a team like the Boston Red Sox who wanted to make that mutual commitment. So I hope that it could, you know, kind of serve as a reminder for players that you have control of situations more so than you think. And I'm just thankful to be a Boston Red Sox.
Garrett, along those lines, you know, you could have chosen a different path and waited till free agency a couple of years from now. So what made this decision the right path for you?
I think that when you look at the organization as a whole, you know, it's just a very well-run org, and the talent from top to bottom, you know, just gives us the opportunity to compete for years to come. You know, along with Sam Kennedy, Brez, and AC, the entire top was just very welcoming to me, and I felt like they were that way with players throughout the minor leagues as well. So it's just a very well-run organization that I look forward to being a part of.
Well, that and, like, it's a historic franchise. I mean, why would you not want to be a part of history? You know what I mean? Like, the Red Sox, as bad as I talk about them, nowadays at least, I mean, they are still one of the most historic franchises in the sport. Like, this is a big market team with a big market club. Like, why would you not want to be a part of that? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't a player want to be a part of that? Like, if we're throwing the money side of it away, why would you not want to be a part of that? Like, that's where, like, I say it was a no-brainer for him. Because if you're looking at, like, if you're looking based off, like, the history, we're just going to throw aside, like, what they've done the last 5 years. If we're just looking based off the years and everything else like that, like, you know baseball for the Yankees, the Dodgers, and then you know them really for the Red Sox. You could say the Cubs. If you could put the Cubs in that list, I wouldn't disagree. Really, though, you're looking at Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers. Those are like your teams where you think, oh, big baseball, big markets. Those are like your three teams that you're really thinking about. That's why everybody's going to the Dodgers nowadays, too, because they're really good and, like, it's a big market, dude. But anyways, whatever.
For Sam, you know, the last few years the organization's kind of been building the foundation back. Sort of. You know, how good do you feel now about kind of where that is?
Good question.
Signings this week?
Yeah, there's been a commitment to building an organization from the very, very top for a long time, and the key ingredients here in Boston to winning multiple World Series championships always starts with that homegrown talent. You've seen
Sam. Kennedy. Don't get me pissed off in this video. I am trying to not get pissed off in this video, or else Ben's going to freaking kill me if I get pissed off in this video. But that's not true, man. That's not true. I could go back on one of my old reactions and give you all the examples of the fact that, yeah, homegrown talent sure plays a big part about it. Like, I'm not disputing that whatsoever, but, like, you can build a championship contending team while rebuilding. I don't want to get mad at you. I don't want Demon Jesse to come out in this video, but like, when you say stuff like this, that's when I'm like, ugh. But you had homegrown talent in this team, and you got rid of them all. Sorry, I had to say it. You had homegrown talent in this team, but you got rid of it all. That won you a championship. Sorry, I had to say it. Had to say it. Had to say it.
Through a farm system, guys starting to come through. You've seen a commitment to free agents, excellence in player development. That's never going to change as long as John and Tom and Mike own and operate this franchise. So we're hungry for more championships. That's why we're here. It's why the guy sitting to my left is here and excited to get after it.
The actions this year so far have been showing that.
Pitching in front of the Boston fans as you go by.
So far, you're not there yet, but you're getting there.
Going back to Fan Fest, I'll reference it one more time. The embrace was incredible. It was the first Fan Fest I've ever been a part of, but you know, coming here on the road was a difficult thing to do, and so now
Shocked he's talking about Fan Fest.
Really
I mean,
special.
I know. Okay, last time I'll pause it. I'm sorry. I know the Fan Fest thing is not what it used to be, but like I don't think I've ever heard a player really reference like the Fan Fest in terms of like them wanting to be here and everything else like that. Like I'm probably wrong, but like I'm just saying, where he's this vocal about how the Fan Fest went or win a weekend, whatever you want to call it. Me personally, I've never heard somebody answer on that topic. Boston fans are different. You are a different breed. And I'm saying that in a good way. You guys are a different breed. I know it. You guys are the best fans in the world. I'll say it. You are the best fans in the world. Boston sports fans are a different breed. They're just different. The love that you can give to a player while holding them accountable for when they are not playing great. That's what makes you guys so special.
Obviously yourself included, you make the present promising. Kind of what Sam was alluding to there. You were signing Christian, some guys that are really close to the minor leagues. How important was the future?
Incredibly important, but
of course
the
it
present is also what I'm extremely focused on at the moment. Those guys have a chance to help us this year, but right now I'm just looking forward to Bueller's start today.
How will you spend little things today as far as exploring the park and getting a feel for this is a place you're going to pitch a lot of games in? Or what are you watching? What are you seeing in terms of whether it's the dimensions or the way things play that you're kind of filing away?
Yeah, just trying to take in the moment. Just get used to the culture here at Fenway. But overall, it's I'm very familiar with the park, so there's not going to be a whole lot different there.
What's your thoughts on the vibe? Seems like this team already has what you've been able to do.
I'm just here for the vibes.
You want to keep it growing, but just kind of the feel of what you guys are trying to do here as you start out.
Yeah, I think it's a group that has come together very well early on in spring training. Ultimately, the results on the field are going to dictate the vibe, but I think there's a lot of belief internally in what guys are able to accomplish. There's a ton of success in track records. And I think most importantly, any good team that we've seen here, any good team that I've ever played on, the relationships, the trust in one another, the accountability has kind of driven the performance. So,
we're gonna go into
early, and ultimately
somebody
we're going to be
who
talking in 6 or 7 months about our success.
Really took accountability and everything else hard.
Not vibes. But the hope
in a
group of people
different video, because I feel like we're gonna have to. I feel like we have to talk about it.
Kind of lays the track for success.
If you guys have been watching the Jaron Duran
when Garrett talks
story,
about his personality and
you know what we're gonna be reacting to at some point.
Did you, when you were making decisions on him being the guy that you wanted to target, given the state of the rest of your team and the fact that you were a young group that's kind of building a new wave of your culture, Was that part of what appealed? I mean, obviously what he can do on the mound, but it was part of what appealed to you, what he would bring in terms of a presence in addition to being a pitcher?
Sure, and that's often an unknown factor in any of these types of acquisitions. We do as much work as we possibly can in terms of getting to know a person off the field and family, and traits and characteristics. But it's really difficult to really draw any type of conclusion until you've had the chance to interact with someone. That said, now that we've known each other for several months, and we had the chance to see Garrett in spring training every day at 6:30 in the morning, and after long road trips, and he was the same guy every day. He was committed to the work in the weight room, in the training room, and emerged as a leader among the group. Like I said, we have full confidence that this is the type of guy that can lead our rotation for a long time.
I could really say something right now, but you know what? I guess I am. Why didn't you extend Mookie and Xander then? If a big thing in giving these guys these contracts is their worth ethic and how they are and getting to know them as a player, as a person, and as a family, then why didn't you extend Xander Bogaerts and Mookie Betts? Not saying you and specifically Craig Breslow. I'm talking about other people.
Garrett, you mentioned FanFest. That was obviously during the off season. In a couple days, you're going to don a Red Sox.
Like 4 times already he's mentioned it.
You expect that reception to be like, in front of the faithful?
Yeah, well, with it being a division matchup, I expect us to be sold out. I can only hope for that in my first home start. But, I'm more so focused on the start itself.
Sam, off the top there, you'd mentioned Louis. I don't think we're going to get a chance to talk to you again. Just what his impact was in the organization, and as much as you can share,
good.
I'm going to honor him.
I like this.
Well, Louis was a Hall of Famer as a pitcher. At least that's our hope and dream and desire. Everybody knows the talent. Everybody knows the story.
Yeah, rest in peace to Louis Tiant, man.
I don't think people know who didn't get to spend time with him night in and night out for the last 24 years, at least since John and I have been here. And
one of the funniest Louis Tiant stories I've ever had was we were at Winter Weekend, actually. Wow. On the topic of FanFest and Winter Weekend here. We were at Winter Weekend, and one of the rooms we got was we were able to get an autograph from Dustin Pedroia. You would get an autograph from a player, and you would get a picture with a player. That's what the meet and greet rooms were basically about. You get one signing from a certain player, and then you get a picture with a certain player. We got Dustin Pedroia for our autograph, and we got Louis Tiant for our picture. We went through Pedroia. That was a cool little interaction, but it was quick because they're trying to move you along because these players got places to be and everything else like that. We get into the line for Louis Tiant to take our picture with Louis Tiant. He has his chair, he's sitting down, he's lounging, he's relaxing and everything else like that. It's probably like 9 o'clock in the morning if I had to guess. And PD yells, "Hey Louis, you falling asleep over there?" The whole place started laughing. Because Louis was just chilling. He was just chilling, vibing and relaxing. And we were all dying. Rest in peace, Louis. Rest in peace, bro.
And Tom, he'd be in the suite just about every night. And he was such an incredible person. He loves this franchise, loved the team. And we're just so grateful for what he meant to so many of us. He sort of set the standard for what it meant to put that uniform on. He appreciated it each and every day, and we appreciated having him around for all those years.
True.
Any other questions? That concludes today's press conference. Thank you, everyone.
All right, that was quick. Oh, wait, why is there... Oh, they're doing a group photo? Oh, cool. This is going to be the thumbnail. This is going to be the thumbnail then. Nice. What are they waiting on? Oh, is this the wife? Nice.
What? What?
Oh shit, it's John Henry. He's actually there. Holy fuck. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh. Oh wait, shit, it's the other side. John Henry is at a press conference? Stop it. I never thought I'd see the day.
Alright. Looking right over here at me, you guys. 1, 2, 3. And one more. Got it.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it. Garrett Crochet is officially a Boston Red Sox for the foreseeable future. This year, and 6 more years on top of it. If you're a Boston... Well, I should say if you're a Boston fan, but... I'll include it. I'll include me in there, I guess. You love to see it. You love to see it, because this is just the Red Sox being the Red Sox that we all know and love. And, like, this is... giving me like 2018, 2019 vibes, like when we're signing all the big marquee players and like there's promise of future going forward or whatever. Like this is what it was about. Like we'll see what transpires on the baseball field going forward for the season, but like baby steps going in the right direction right now, and I'll take that. Baby steps going in the right direction. Love to see it. Love to see it. So that's going to do it for this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. You guys know what to do. Go to our website. Links in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching this one. It's been your boy Jesse, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.